lowered. And again, I'd like to thank all members and the chairman, Jack Sargent, for their work and all those who've contributed to this report. And that's what we're here today to discuss. I know that committee report findings aren't always unanimous, and that greyhound racing itself is a topic that arouses strong views and very passionate opinions. As a member of the Senedd, it's fair to say I too have an overriding passion for animal welfare. And as a former Petitions Committee Chair, I'm no stranger to measures and legislation that have come about as a result of the Petitions Committee. New laws made it here in Wales, but I'd also like to make it clear that today is, as Delith has mentioned, the start of a process, I would imagine, because today we're about voting that we support or note the findings of the report. That's what we're here today. We're not here today to vote to ban greyhound racing or to support greyhound racing. I don't want to be seen to disappoint those campaigners who fought so hard to get us where we are today. Now, the committee has taken evidence from a wide number of animal welfare organisations. Since April 2018, Oak Rescue and their rescue partners have taken in almost 200 surplus greyhounds from the one track in Wales, 40 of which sustained injury, while the track in Wales chooses not to disclose injury and death data to the public. 22,767 injuries were documented, including 1,026 track fatalities at UK licensed facilities from 2017 to 21. And isn't it awful when we're talking about a living sentient animal, when we talk about wastage? And there is levels of wastage from the industry. In the licensed racing industry, by the age of just 3.5 years old, 50% of greyhounds registered to race have left. 90% of greyhounds are no longer racing by 5 years of age, and around 6,000 greyhounds leave the licensed industry each year, many of which then need to find new homes. This leaves charities and animal rescue organisations to pick up the pieces. Yes, of course.
Would you agree then that in regard to the statistics that you've just shared, and which is common knowledge to everybody in this chamber, the longer we wait for a ban, the more animals that will be harmed?
Absolutely. In fact, Wales is one of only 10 countries in the world where commercial greyhound racing still takes place legally. The so-called sport is banned in more US states, 42, and legislation of racing in countries such as South Africa, Jamaica and the Philippines has been stopped. Now, I think the imminent concerns are for this, are the independent track that now wants to become a certified Greyhound Boards of Great Britain licensed track. And of course, it's been pointed out the number of races will increase to 4 times weekly, and more dogs, more potential, and it's quite horrible really to hear that they're already building numbers of kennels that, well, it just worries me. Now, I have got concerns about recommendation 3, Chair. This concerns the transportation of dogs. I think it's really important that we actually, make a distinction between the plight of dogs travelling through Wales to races and the many legitimate purposes for which dogs can be transported. The one part that weakens this report, in my opinion, is recommendation 5, which opens the door to examining other animal-related sports. This could impact gymkhanas, dog shows, show jumping, and any other activities involving animals. And I'm sure some of us, I used to compete in gymkhanas. Yeah.
Very much. Just the point that you're making, there's no suggestion in this report whatsoever that this will go wider or open the door. This has actually focused quite rightly on the petition, which is about phased ban being introduced for greyhound racing in Wales. And just while we're on it, we've got to be balanced, and we've
Absolutely.
heard, that people, there are people who are good owners and people who are awful owners. But you'll all know the song, "Another one bites the dust and another one and another one." And that is relevant here. So it doesn't matter how good an owner you are, the fact is simply that greyhounds are dying on racetracks in the name of entertainment.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with my colleague Joyce Watson, but I have to bring us back to some reality. And today we're here. We are here today. It's to note the report, Deputy Clwyd. A poll has found that 57% of people in Wales feel that the Welsh Parliament should vote to phase out greyhound racing, and we've only got 21% are opposed. So that's a pretty good measure. Personally, I would support a phased ban today, here. But as I've said, we haven't got that option. So the time will come, I hope, Deputy Lewis, where we can actually bring to this chamber a debate, a full debate of all the members here, whether a ban should be the basis for Welsh legislation. I actually look forward to that debate. However, in the meantime, I would like to thank all the petitioners, everyone involved with this report, and I will certainly be voting in favour of noting this report. Diolch.